Our son never had a garage band. I'm just as pleased. It's a bunch of damn racket. But just now I'm going through a kind of a phase. I have a garage gallery. My wife, Mcfadden, hates every painting and photograph in my art collection, and she won't allow them in the house. So I've had to hang them in the garage. I'm the curator of an eclectic one-car garage in Squirrel Hill. I back the car out and leave the door open, but nobody ever comes to see me. If I could show my collection in a Lawrenceville painted lady storefront, like on Butler Street and that, I know I'd get a lot more walk-in traffic. I've had to become my own docent. I meet myself for lunch at Luca on Craig Street. I have a Pinot Grigio, or two. Young man, just leave that bottle. I have the small bib side salad with the blueberry vinaigrette. And that's with the crab crumbles. This is tossed with split capers and finished with a kiwi zest. Kiwi zest looks like rat fur. I chat alone for a while, and then I make fun of the food over the Carnegie. Their docents are now expected to stand in a cafeteria line with a tray. They fucking hate it. They then get to choose one of the two entrees on the steam table, both of which have been floating in gravy for an hour. It's a tough call. Mary Clatter was a comparative religions major at Seton Hill. And so when I brought this painting home, she said, "Get that goddamn thing out of here." I did have one idea on a way we could improve the painting. What about if we made the faces look like Sally Wiggins and Doug Shields? I mean, could that be nice in Doug's office? Like up City County building and that? Or maybe in the Oyster House. Like just to the left of Rocky Graziano. That could be like way, I don't know, like way, like amazing, no shit, awesome in that. I should also mention that recently I offered my entire collection to Tammy Dixon at Bricolage Theater, you know, for their lobby. Bricolage is across from the August Wilson Center, up Liberty, where they used to have the porno and that. Well, it's Carol Brown's cultural district and that. And so I thought that my pieces would really work in their space. I mean, have you seen their lobby? Oh, I forgot to say, bricolage is a French word meaning to make art out of whatever is at hand. And I have. So I called Jeff Carpenter and I made the offer of my collection. And he said he'd have to think about it. Motherfucker. Oh, this painting was adapted from something that a young cartoonist saw online, rather closely so. The original had a green couch, and when he had the picture done, he realized that all the pink was causing the man's nipple to become the focal point of the painting, and he got all like, you know, embarrassed in that, and so he painted over it. Well, it was that or paint over the couch. I write autobiographical comics, and of necessity, I'm in all the stories. Mary Clatter calls this narcissistic. And I say to her, look, at least I'm not writing superheroes or graphic novels. Graphic novels are for slackers and the lazier geeks. I have my readers. They're devoted to me in a quiet way. They got me on the cover of City Paper, which is given away free at laundromats and that. Here I'm on the cover, and I got a 6-page story. Also in this issue was August Wilson. He got 1 page. However, now, August has an entire museum devoted to him, and I got a friggin' garage. This is a detail from a story in a true story in which I appear as Father Killian in the movie Lorenzo's Oil. Let's see. Here's Susan Sarandon, and over here's Nick Nolte. And here, this is a stage mom who would show up every morning at 8 in a leather Mini, and she would shoot Sharon Stones at the Australian crew. Here's the carpenter saying, "Oh, love, haven't had me coffee yet." In this detail, this was a gift from a reader as well. In this fragment, I'm being fitted in the clothes for Father Killian, my black clothes. And then in this frame, I go all like, internal in that. I mean, it's not that I'm trying to figure out the motivation for my character. Father Killian doesn't want or need any motivation. No. It's more that mixed like myself are always on the lookout for an ethnic slur. So I think, one nagging thought, however, you know how Italian Americans don't like you to talk about the mafia? Well, second-generation Irish don't like to be seen as Toralora drinkers. I myself was once asked to sing Danny Boy in public and refused, for the same reason Willie Mays won't do Old Man River. Killian, Father Killian. Did they name this guy after a beer bottle? I had a speaking part in this movie, a line, well, a word, actually. The word was yes, and I said it really well. And I got several $1,000s. And there are a lot of folks in Hollywood who've said yes for less. When my son moved into an apartment on Alder Street, this painting had been left by the previous tenant, inexplicably. So my son, Dave, said, "Oh, we'll just leave it up, I don't care." And that was fine until he got engaged. And at some point it got around, with his fiancée Missy, it got around to the point in the conversation where they had to decide whether this picture would be going to their new place. And she said she'd have to think about it. So he called me and asked if I would like to have it for my gallery. And I said, I'd have to think about it. Now, moving right along.
Yes.
Even after that. This is the Irish patriot, Robert Emmet. Mary Claddagh says, it looks like he has a detached retina. This is one of 2 political pictures I had. The other one had to be taken down. It was a photograph of the mayor, and vandals got into my gallery, and they spray painted a coarse word on the picture, which I will not repeat. Jack off. While boinking an out-of-town lawyer, dude told media not to annoy her. Said he, I am sick of discussing my prick. Park your free speech outside in the foyer. Squirrel Hill has a historical society. I've never actually been to a meeting, but they do have a photo archive, and I managed to access it. And this was the only picture I liked. Mary Clara won't go in this place. She says it's smoky and smelly. I don't know. I wouldn't throw a wedding reception in here, but it's not that bad. Mary Clara banks at Pittsburgh National on Forbes, right near Murray. And so we pass the cage all the time. And so what happens is that at 11:30, Jan, the bartender, turns over a placemat, and she takes a Sharpie and she prints out the special for the day. And she scotch tapes it right to the window, like right around here. So we're going by, and I said to Clara, look, you can get a grilled cheese, coleslaw, and a cup of wedding soup for $5. And Clad says to me, I'm on several boards. I'm not having a grilled cheese at the cave. You know how people line up across the street at Pamela's in the morning? Well, Mary Clad's friends say that on a muggy day, every person in that line can smell the men's room at the cage. When I was at Ketchum Advertising, we had Dow Corning as a client, and they make silicone which could be used as an ingredient in skin cream. And that could be specified by one of 90 chemists in the United States. So we decided to send each of them a photograph of beautiful skin, 20 by 30 inches. And so the art director went off to New York, and the session began, and the photographer, Art Kane, was to have carte blanche in the session. He was to do what he felt like doing. The models come in, they meet one another, and they have a little small talk, and then they go off and get into body makeup. 45 minutes later, a lot was going on. Total strangers no more. At the end of the shoot, the lady model said, look, if you guys do this again, don't call me. The guy model asked for a cigarette. A week later, this photograph was sent to Pittsburgh, and I was the first one to see it. And then Evan James, the account executive, called me, and he was real anxious to find out if the picture had turned out. Was it wonderful? And I paused, and I said, well, the picture could be wonderful if Dow Corning is willing to change its name to Dow Cornhole. My gallery's open evenings from 7 to 9. There's no admission. On Saturdays we have New Age music in Chablis. Be there.